step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Earth's a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Jared said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Yep.
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths, right? It's not a triangle.
What?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths, right? It's not a triangle.
What the hell did you just say?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths, right? It's not a triangle.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths, right? It's not a triangle. No. What I'm pointing out to you is the methodology is angles. It's what Aristophanes measured, right? What he's literally doing is kind of utilizing the right angle triangle. The 3 points on the triangle being the sun, the stick directly underneath the sun, and the stick further away from the sun, right, along the adjacent, where the 2 sticks on the floor are. Right? This requires a straight line. So far, the methodology seems to be utilizing a horizontal earth, right? It's an angle, 2 straight lines meeting at a vertex. That vertex is you or the stick. That's what he's doing, though, isn't it? It's an elevation angle. You can use a stick and the length of the stick to calculate the angle at the top of the opposite, where it meets the hypotenuse. In this instance, it was about 7 degrees. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. It's an elevation angle. It's not a triangle. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. It's an elevation angle. It's not a triangle.
Gotcha, bitch.
Those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle.
Gotcha, bitch.
The bottom. B-O-T-O-M. The bottom of the triangle.
Whoa, check out the hotties at 12 o'clock. That's 3 hours away. Why can't I check them out now?
And we're off. As usual, if you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. Let's throw it on over to Discord, see if we can find the Drunken Master as the VC over there. Do we have the Drunken Master? Oh,
Yeah. Evening.
Evening.
Well, not had a chance tonight. I've got my first glass of wine. Busy night, so plus he's saved in for coffee. I've headed for a wine, but
we'll make it a short show then.
I could nod off. But no, I'm sure.
You sound tired, man.
It's been a long day. I told you it was, but it's what it is. But before that, just want to wish everyone had a happy Christmas.
Christmas
Panel
already.
and listeners.
Christmas already over,
happy.
Dude. Christmas already over, dude.
Yeah, hence the term had.
Oh, I missed that one.
I just thought I'd get the pleasantry bit out of the way, and obviously to wish everyone a happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow.
It's an amateur night tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow? What do you do?
I don't do anything anymore. Back in the day, we were sitting around. Boy, this was a long time ago. Had to be late 70, probably 77, 78. We were friggin' veteran partiers, boy. Sorry about that. This is where I grew up. And I can remember my best friend. He's 4 years older than me, by the way. He's sitting there on his couch, and we said, what are we going to do? Nothing. We're staying right here because it's amateur night. And I never forgot it. I laughed my ass off when he said it. It is so true. Yeah, because it's too dangerous to go out. You got drunkards everywhere. Not veterans, man. We were veterans. Man, I learned how to drive drunk. We won't go down that road. Do you get the idea?
I think in my youth, I used to look forward to New Year's Eve. Going out. I like the title though, amateur night. Very good.
Yeah, makes sense. Yep. So we never did anything on that from that year forward. Until I left, went on my separate ways. But what are you doing? What are you going to do tomorrow night?
Well, my kids are now at that amateur night stage, so they're off. They'll be off out. I think one's off to a beer keller or something. You know what I mean? So it'll just get messy. But we'll have nice nibbles and a couple of movies. I think me and Marie, bottle of wine, civilized evening. Probably force ourselves to stay up to midnight.
See, I don't have to do that. I'm on the late night train. I've been on that train. I'm on the 1 o'clock. Go to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. Wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Except for this morning, huh, honey? Somebody drank some. I don't know what it was. She was drinking. It went up the wrong hole. She's coughing. Friggin' woke me up. We won't get into that. Flatsy, what you doing tomorrow night, girl?
Probably nothing. I don't think anything.
What we got going on? There's some people in here that I'm unaware of.
I do want I do want to remind you of something that Betty told me to.
What?
Because I've noticed that you weren't shut. What you what? What you what me? But where I was noticing today that you haven't been festive with your QE this month with your QE Santa hat logo.
What the hell are you looking at? You didn't see it earlier?
No.
It was on earlier, girl.
Oh, well, maybe I just missed it because
You missed it. Look, watch.
over here.
See?
No.
You got to wait for about 6 seconds. You ain't gonna see it on the light. You got to look on the YouTube stream. See, yeah. Flatsy, you pass out.
I did not pass out. I was trying to see it, but now I see it. Nice. It was because I said something about it today. Or have
Because
you been to it?
I knew long before I read the messages today to put the hat on the big kahuna.
Oh. So we were pretty much kind of same paging.
Nah, I read it.
Well, anyways, my Christmas was great. I got 6 STFUs from QE,
Oh,
and
that's true.
that was the best Christmas gift anyone could get me. Because I mean, I made him mad because I mean, in my the way that I took it is that I made him mad because I had to correct his grammar, and it was so satisfying. So
That didn't make me mad. It made me mad waiting for your next message to arrive.
that is such a weird reason to be mad. It sounds like you might have had some underlying anger from being corrected.
No. The hell you say?
6 STFUs, man. I even made a song out of it, and QE helped me. It was so great. He said on the 10th day of Christmas, QE gave to me 6 STFUs.
Hey, didn't I come up with something like that a few weeks ago? I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I did the 6 STFUs, but you finished it up with something priceless. I'm gonna have to go find it.
Go find it. It's in the chat somewhere, but it might be back there a little ways.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna find it.
All right.
It was priceless.
It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Brian. Brian, he's in here. I know he is. He'll just wait. He'll just overtalk me. Come on, Brian.
What is it?
Merry Christmas, first of all, Potato Muncher. What are you doing for friggin' New Year's?
Say that to me again. I lost. You cut out there for a moment.
All right.
Please,
so
sorry.
I said, Merry Christmas. We'll just go through it again. Merry Christmas, you Potato Muncher. And number 2, what are you doing for, not New Year's, but New Year's Eve? Where are you going? On amateur night.
Oh, happy Christmas to you too, and everyone else, of course. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. When I was younger, there used to be all these plans, and everyone, there'd be 20 of you together going out. So, now it's just like whatever happens, happens. Sometimes that's nothing much.
All right, potato launcher.
Potato launcher.
Yeah, okay. Right.
On the 10th day of Christmas.
She was late, by the way. She was late, by the way. She was late.
You're going to have to wait, Flatsy. He's not done yet. You got to wait for so he get tuckered out.
Oh, dang. Yeah. I was hoping I could just lob it to potato and just go ahead and insert.
Look, she's self-centered. I'm not going to get to finish it. It's okay. I'll just go quiet.
All right. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead. So you got to give the context. Damn.
Yeah. So I like I said, I corrected QE on his amateur mistake, his rookie mistake, and it was great and satisfying. And I was like, I was just taking the 6 STFUs as my gift. It was perfect. It made me giggle so. Belly laugher syndrome, like one of those. Anyways, on the 10th day of Christmas, Kiwi gave to me 6 STFUs, 5 glue sniffers, 4 knuckle draggers, 3 fungus munchers, 2 booger eaters, 1 golden tart. Yeah, that was good. That's priceless.
That was mine. Come back to you. You didn't write that. That was mine. To you.
Yes, I know. Clearly it was yours.
You didn't give any context.
I told. Okay, yeah. That was the finishing part
brother.
that you did for the song. Anyways, there's your
right.
credit. Why
Anyways.
don't you relax?
Shut up.
Grab some pineapple.
No. So is Nathan Oakley's name banned in this channel? No. No one's banned here. No. We're an equal opportunity ass whooper in here.
Hands rated E for everyone.
It's viewer activity. Yeah, so this is kind of late. I just wanted to make sure that no one's been tracking me, so this is the throw them off the trail. So glad you can make it. Not too many people out there just yet. It's hard to find the numbers of the viewers because this is we got a new studio screenage. Somewhat, they changed a few things on it. It's kind of weird. So it's going to take me a while to get used to it. So we got excellent coverage, though. We're still good. So what are we going to do?
Take the mick out of me.
Huh? What?
What? What?
What?
I assume take the mickey out of me a little bit.
So, do you have a backstory here? Do you want to tell the people what we're going to be watching today?
Yeah, maybe. Yes. So I had a fantastic Boxing Day. Got to about 1:30 in the morning, I think. I thought I'd just listen to a little bit of Flat Earth. And was listening to a little bit and then kind of got roped in. Which was probably not a good idea, as holding a sentence was a bit difficult, but don't think I did that bad a job. But that's funny evening. I'm starting to get the sense in this topic that it's a kind of a bit like the ether topic. People are going to be postulating ideas and conflating things as proof, and to put forward a really fantastic story to explain how the sky works. But again, like with ether, I do kind of feel it's very fanciful and not really based on anything other than your a fantastic imagination. It's not substantive. I heard, I think it was PJ the other day say, it's just somebody who's presenting the same kind of rhetoric with electromagnetism in the sky and manipulating ether. And as he said, it's such a hollow word because it means a million things to a million different people. And this was probably my frustration that evening, that in 2025 we're still not being precise.
Precise?
That's probably the...
No one knows their ass from a pipe wrench. It's gotten so bad out here. Like I said the other day, I predicted the downfall of Flat Earthers, pretender clown Flat Earthers. I didn't know the scale, though. I'm ill-prepared. I was ill-prepared. I have to be honest. For the absolute overwhelming numbers of pretender clown Flat Earthers everywhere. They are everywhere. So, I don't... And like I said a long time ago, too, I think no one asked... I don't think anyone asked me specifically. If they did, I gave him a straight up answer because I was looking at this biblically, back in the day. Well, where's this going, QE? Where do you see flat Earth? What? I knew from the beginning it wasn't going to amount to anything. Now, how did I know that? How do you think I knew that? Now, when I mean amount to something, I'm not trying to throw slight on people. I mean, there's many people that know the Earth is flat, stationary, and contained. What I'm saying is, secularly speaking, where's this going to go? Right? Is everyone going to change, and we're going to throw off the narrative and change the paradigm? No, I told them no. This was never going to go anywhere. So there's a cancer inside it. Not that it was going to go anywhere anyway, but this just puts the cherry on top. Flat Earth is not going anywhere. It might tread water here, but there are so many pretender clown flat earthers out there. To any of the masses that can critically think, which there's not a lot. It's stuck in the mud because of all the pretender clown flat earthers. It's not going to go anywhere. I hate to break it to you if you didn't know this, but now it's for sure, for absolute surety, it's not going anywhere. Go ahead. Somebody wanted to pipe up.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you there. I think it's absolutely going everywhere. I think there's no stopping it. The complete opposite view of you.
Okay.
Now, sorry, not of you, but of Dan you. There is a lot of pretenders in our community, if you want to call it that. But the ball community has nothing but pretenders. At least there's a few real people here.
Yeah, but there's some different community. I think we're talking past each other. Of course, ballers are more. I don't even think about ballers anymore, actually. I haven't for a while because, well, the BALLBUSTERS been over for how long? This was over in 2016, people. That's why we don't do any more flat Earth proofs. The hay's already in the barn. Hello, McFly. Hay's already in the barn. You got flat Earth proofs everywhere. Right? So what we're doing here is my mission here is to expose pretender clowns. My mission's never changed at all.
Yeah, and I'd like to make a point of clarity by pretender clown flat earthers. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're pretending to be a flat earther. It just means that you pretend to know things that you don't actually know.
Yeah.
And you have the label of flat earther.
Yep.
That's kind of the trouble is because a lot of the critique you're now throwing isn't, and certainly the reason I interject on this recording isn't because of flat Earth knowledge. A lot of them used to hold fantastic arguments, which still hold true. They just got no interest in doing that because, as you say, the flat ball debate is over and settled with. So we do have a lot of bored minds. But in becoming bored, like I said, they've dropped their standards and they're prepared to tell me how the sky works or that there's this magical thing called ether. Yep. That's the trouble, that these conversations are being associated with people who had fantastic flat Earth arguments, but now they're speaking like some sky guru.
Yeah, they've regressed. There's a regression. It's hard for me to grasp how somebody can get dumber as time goes on. I'm talking to you, Jeremy. Everyone over at the Land of Misfit Toys 2.0, the supposed flat earthers over there. I'm sorry, 1.0, the mother server. Can somebody please explain this to me? How can you get dumber by acquiring more knowledge? How does that happen? Jeremy, I'm looking right at you. But you're just the poster child of everyone over there, the Land of Misfit Toys 1.0. So we're getting bum rushed with ethers making a comeback. Oh my God. Magnetism and electromagnetism, these people that are postulating this shit don't even know what those things mean, as we're going to see today or hear today. And then we got the Land, the Misfit Toys 2.0, giving the ballers gravity and friggin' refraction. What the hell's going on out here, people?
What I would say is that flat earthers, maybe, I won't name names, but, you know, flat earthers in general, who gained knowledge, what happened to them is they became overconfident once they got that knowledge. And they started turning maybe on the sources of that knowledge and thinking, we don't need you anymore. Right? We're going to figure it out on our own. And they're talking about electromagnetic skies and ethers and all this other rubbish that they have absolutely zero evidence for. And that opens the door to actual pretenders like AI Overlord, this guy DJ, you know, these total frauds, for those to come in and gain an audience and gain sway. And the pretender clown flat earthers, who used to be just flat earthers, right, are taking their side and going along with them and supporting them, not realizing they're being duped. And they don't want to hear about how they're being duped because they've gained an ego problem. But who cares? Because we don't need 50 million of them. We just need a small core of people who don't talk about things they don't know about. And do talk about things they do know about. That's all we need.
Good luck with that. All right. Let's get down to business. Hey, we got Says Who. Merry Christmas, man. Better come off mute. Says Who.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Looking forward to the show. Can't wait to hear the Drunken Master.
Oh, what are you doing tomorrow evening?
Oh, you know, we don't have any plans. We wait until the last minute and pick the best one. We'll probably be hanging out with family, friends, and playing some board games or whatever.
Nice. Very nice.
Sounds normal. It's normative behavior. But just,
I would think so.
Just watch the streets, man. Like I said, amateur night.
Oh yeah, we don't go far.
Yeah. All right, let me get my stuff aligned here. We should be good to go. Adam, did you give the context to the audience?
I think so, yeah. I set the scene. It's the early hours of Boxing Day for a heavy day with like what says who. We'd been playing games and a bit of karaoke and quite a good day actually. Yeah.
All right, now since you're talking on this video, Adam, if you want me to pause it, you have to say pause. Don't
Nine, I shall say halt. Halt the video.
Halt the video is fine because I'm going to get confused. All right? Don't just start yapping because I'm not going to know whether it's coming from you currently or from you in the deep, dark past from 3 days ago.
Yeah. I'm expecting to be kind of unusually quiet tonight. When it's yourself, it's yeah. Not really overly praise myself if it's good. I'm not going to attack myself.
So,
but anyway, go on.
Well, you should attack yourself. Yeah. So this is from New Perspective. A douchebag. We'll get to that. I seen this on my feed because we all took a break. I gave everyone off for the holidays. And I was looking at my notifications one day, and this, because I'm subscribed to New Perspective over here, I get this little spill. Dual pull extravaganza, outer ponder party people / Adam Champagne Glass Meekin. As soon as I sent that, I said, oh my God, right? What the hell is going on here? Because Adam didn't say anything. Everybody was mum on it, right? So I said, okay, oh God. He's moonlighting on us. Or slumming. Take your pick. And so I turned this on, and we got a good laugh. Adam wasn't around. I think Brian Brian Flatsy came a little bit late. We weren't watching it or anything. I just posted the video, and I said, hey, one of our guys is over at Land of Misfit Toys 1.0. And they started commenting on it. We're all watching it at different times and stuff, I guess. But this is going to be between Adam. Adam, I think, got pissed because of what was going on, what he was hearing. And, well, I'll just leave it at that. And then we'll just get on with it. How about that? All right, here we go. Land the Misfit Toys 1.0. And the Drunken.
Just before you do.
What?
Yeah, just something I have to say before you get started on the video.
What, you're going to poison
the
the well?
ballers? No, you were just something you were saying earlier that the ballers are finished and you don't think about them anymore.
Yeah.
I make a point of thinking about them. Not because I want to or I feel it's because as soon as you lay off the pressure off of them, they're back to claiming the horizon is a geometric edge of a globe and all the other rubbish. And I've had that claim to me within the past 24 hours by a baller. So the problem with them is that as soon as you take the pressure off of them, they use that to in chorus, pump out all the rubbish that has been debunked again. So that's how they're a danger. So I would say we're far from done with the ballers.
Oh no, that's why we have you on guard over there on the tower on that side. I mean, that's your department. me, yeah, I already know you're over there, so I'm good with that, right? So I don't have to deal with those friggin' idiot crayon munchers anymore because I'm just dancing on their graves. But I know you're over there just in case they try to numpty stumble, bumble, and fumble assault, right? I know you're over there.
Would you believe I've had a certain Sean Hawkins even in recent days?
Oh, brother.
Right? Trying to be arrogant. Mr. Water Vapor is not a gas for 4 days. I had to give him a little reminder about that. Yeah.
Did you? What did you say about that?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look back in, but he was doing a lot of big talk, and I had to just quieten him down.
Put him in his place with Mr. Water Vapor's not a gas.
Yeah, him and the whole chorus of ballers over on hosings, including a hydrologist. 4 days. And their defense was it was only 3. It was actually 4. It was 4 days. Not that 3 makes any difference. This is ridiculous. 60 of me saying this. No.
Their defense was it was only 3 days. It's the only 3 days that we thought that.
I mean, how was that a defense? You know what I mean? 3 days, 3 million days makes no difference.
Yeah. Professor Phil Belland, he went right along with it. That's the dumbest thing I think I ever heard. That water vapor is a gas.
Yeah, that's what you're dealing with. You know?
Those are the days. Go ahead.
You gotta love it though, because all you gotta do is let them speak. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, that's all you do. I couldn't believe it when I first heard that. I thought that was priceless. I kind of sort of missed those days in a way, but kind of sort of don't. Just had it with it, right? So, all right, let's focus now. Get the Adderall drip out. We're on to Land of Misfit Toys and the Drunken Master. We'll see how this plays out. Here we go.
No, I'm not loading a globe per se. So that first image that I posted.
Dude, you can't go forward after that statement and say I'm not loading.
Adam,
hold on. Whoever that is, let him finish what he was saying. We're trying to figure out. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you did it. We're just asking the question.
The only reason I interjected halfway through is when the gentleman said, "I'm not loading a globe." Now, after describing how he's loaded a globe into his coordinate system, it's not reasonable to allow a gentleman to proceed past the point where he then, having described how he's... No, I thought we were given time here. But after describing how he's loaded a globe into a flat coordinate system, having done so from a globe, I don't think it's reasonable to then proceed to say I've not done that, because that was the only reason I felt the need to interject. And I apologise for interjecting as you were talking, but you understand the purpose. Evening, guys. Happy Christmas,
I didn't realize who it was at first, Adam. You're always a good. You always have good inputs usually. But I don't know how long.
You always have good inputs, you drunken master.
Yeah. Usually, I like the qualifier.
You've been listening, but we were just trying to figure out from what he was saying about his transforms, what he was starting with. And you said you started with what I didn't see exactly. You said the Mercator map?
Yeah, you said which would be what? Which would be what? So a Mercator
hold on. Yeah, but hold on. It's not a globe. It's not a globe.
Is Adam a dual polar? Can you answer me that? Is Adam a dual polar?
No,
okay, perfect. Hey, Adam, this is just for two specific individuals right now. I'll answer your questions once I'm done with them too, please.
Well, no, but let's just at least the thing that Adam interjected with, I agree with, that the Mercator already has the globe coordinates. Can we cover that? Because that's what Adam came in with, which is a good point. By the way, good to see you, Adam. Happy holidays. Cheers.
Yeah, happy Christmas, guys, all of it.
With the universal transverse Mercator, which is that rectangular one I posted.
Sorry, Adam never answered that question. So, are you a duopolar, Adam?
Well, this is what I've yet to find out. What it means. It's a bit like with ether. I look at a standard magnet. There's a pole at each end, isn't there? And I'm not sure what's being claimed here.
Yep, he just fell right into all this, man. So let's let it roll.
That's not a globe. It's globar distance. It's globar distances. But what's interesting?
The word.
Adam, I'm not speaking to you. Stop.
Don't interrupt him.
No, you speak to everybody, but you appear to be.
I have Adam muted on my end. He needs to have some respect.
All right, hold on, wait. Let me try to get some order here, real quick. Hey, Adam, I came in on. Real quick though, I know. Just bear with us for just a minute, because I came in out of nowhere and was asking questions about what they were showing back in the stream, and I was just trying to get something straight, not to argue. I don't think this is a debate like globe versus flat or any of that right now. He just saying, if you have some other images you want me to work with, and it's cool that he's doing this with his. He's got some skills here with this program and what he's doing.
Oh, it's a second. Yeah, he just said there, Adam, look, this is something we're trying to work out. This is not a flat versus globe situation, blah, blah, blah. But what's the point of doing it then? What are you here for?
Yep.
Why are you here if you're going to be just, sorry for language, but bullshitting on about some nonsense that means nothing? If it's not globe versus flat, then what is it?
I 100% in agreement.
And I think that it'd be useful to work with some parameters, maybe like not the Mercator, which you say are globe distances, because that may be throwing things out of whack for anything that's not globe. Would you agree? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, let's give Adam the mic, because the thing is,
man.
Yeah, sorry, I thought because it's been said a couple of times. There is no such thing as globe distances. The distances that they claim along the longitude lines that they then the distances along the longitude lines are distances, straight line, horizontal distances. Latitude and longitude grade is flat grade. That's it. The distances are straight line, horizontal distances. They are the distances that are hijacked and turned into a globe. So they're not globe distances. There's no such thing.
Well,
that doesn't exist.
Thank you.
Gatebreaker was interrupting him, and he said he had him muted. So I don't know if Gatebreaker has previous history or some kind of other.
I don't. I was trying to answer New Perspective's question.
No, but Adam was bringing a good point. Let's just give the mic to Adam, because he was describing the Mercator and how it's connected.
I'll be willing to answer. I'll be willing to answer Adam's question after I answer New Perspective's question.
That's fine. Let's just
Okay,
give
do
Adam
that,
the
do
mic,
that.
and then we'll go from there. Because Adam, go ahead, Adam, if you want to finish.
Could he answer?
Go ahead, Adam. He just blew.
Very polite.
Gio just blew everything up.
I'm not being. Yeah, I think respectfully to Gio, the reason I interjected, it wasn't because I had a couple of shandies, it's because what I'd heard was objectionable. You shouldn't proceed past that point, yeah? You can't say...
You shouldn't proceed. You shouldn't proceed past a faulty premise, is what your point is.
Yeah, and I think Gio's recognised that, and he's happy to use me, you know, to raise it again and stick me there instead of just dealing with it himself, which is cool. But at least he's recognised it as well. Because this is the point of the frustration. Yeah, why wouldn't you just recognise that and go, yeah, of course, it's a ball projection I'm working with.
Sure.
Yeah, we have to spend I don't know how long getting to the inevitable truth.
It's hard to do that
Exactly,
with faulty.
Adam.
It's hard to do that with faulty premises. That's why you cut them off at the knees. You stop them with their. You pay attention real close to what anyone ever says at the gate, because everything is going to be based on that premise or premises, the original ones. And if they're faulty, then you're going to be playing with yourself for the next 2 hours. Duh. So you got to establish the premises first.
Answer my question first, Gio, and then we can go back to that, just because then he'll be...
It's not going to be a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to get in there before you went back to play. No, Adam is correct, right? I didn't say it earlier, but because I wanted to wait for the guy to come in and try and correct Adam or correct whoever said it. Someone said he's using the Mercator projection. He came back. He said, no, I'm using the universal transverse Mercator. Yeah, that is still the Mercator projection. That is a rolled out cylinder map, right, based off of a globe, where all the time zones are wrong. You know the time zones that they use with chronometers and everything else, with navigation, all the things that, you know, the time zones, UTC time. Yeah, that's all wrong with the Mercator. That's a globe. Adam is 100% correct to come in and say, hang on, you just did invoke a globe.
Sure.
You know, he's right.
I know he is.
Be like satisfied if he's just because that what I just said would like clear the way for Adam to come in. Go ahead, real quick.
Yeah. So
is that okay?
This right here.
I don't know. I just thought that we were talking about whether the original coordinates brought into this were globe. He said he's using the Mercator. Adam came in to say the Mercator. Basically, he was essentially saying the Mercator is already the globe distances and coordinates. And then I just feel like we need to complete that to move forward.
It's not the Mercator.
I think he admitted to
it's not
that.
the Mercator. It's the universal transverse Mercator. Gio, I'm not gonna have.
He did it again, Brian.
New perspectives question stopped and him be interrupted on his question.
Okay.
I'm going to answer his question.
Okay, just everybody relax. Whatever works best, maybe. Just whatever you say, Gio.
Oh.
You're
Well, at the very least, just no one interrupt anyone. Go one at a time. Either way. I mean, Adam, if you don't feel like you finished your point, go ahead. Either way, they'll go next, or however it was.
My God, take charge and make a decision. Don't leave it up to everyone in the room, right? You're waffling. Just say, Adam, you go. Yeah, and that's it. It's your server, for God's sake.
I felt like you got totally interrupted.
It was a good point. It was a good point. But let's not get into.
Shut the hell up, New Perspective. Who the hell are you? My God, you're just screwing everything up. What? What do you want?
What's up, Kiwi? Yeah, no, I'm so glad that you're calling New Perspective out, dude. Awesome shit.
Oh, we're gonna get more on him over the next couple shows. He's a little two-faced line.
Oh, I'm so ready.
He's a little just
yep.
Stop. Yo, he's a little two-faced line Surat. We're gonna establish that during this, maybe not this episode, but the one coming up. Okay, good. Let's go.
An argument. That's all I'm saying.
But there's no argument. It was literally I wasn't arguing with you. I was asking for a point of clarification. So it appeared to me that somebody had said that they've got a way of describing something that is not ball-based, and then they move forward to describe the way of non-ball-based describing it as a universal translocator projection, which fundamentally has to be a looping grid perspective of a ball, which by its own description means it is related to a ball. It is fundamentally a description of a ball on a flat surface. It's a way of describing a ball on a flat surface.
It's a description. It's a projection and a visualization of known upon and agreed distances onto a 2D canvas. It's not globe.
Incorrect.
It's not globe per se, but it is the globe or distances.
Yeah, that's incorrect. So somebody wanted to say something there.
Yeah, that was me. I forgot my German. Halt. Yeah. Well, I'm already about to correct it myself in real time because
I might say something.
Go ahead.
He used the terms known and agreed upon. Right? It's like known and agreed upon. Known by who? Who knows these distances? And who agreed upon them? These globe distances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Known and agreed upon. Consensus distances.
They're subject. It's subjective distant. Yeah, it's stupid. It's non sequitur. You got him. Yep.
No, that's
new
where
perspective.
I disagree. That's
I really want to answer this for you.
Of this agreement that I think you should clarify before moving forward. No, I think that would be that would be the place.
This is my last.
Yeah, see, he's a baller. He can't help himself with his diarrhea of the mouth. Because I don't know. I think he senses that the jig is up, so he just projectile diarrhea vomits out of his mouth. Right? Try to interrupt the conversation. Let's see where this goes.
Not interrupting, bro.
Maybe I don't get to make the point.
Don't interrupt. Adam, go ahead, man. Sorry. He's just interrupting you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not arguing here. It's a way of describing something which is either true or not. Now, if we've got a Mercator projection, and when we make that statement, we recognise that statement's incomplete. The sentence hasn't been finished. It's a Mercator projection of a globe. Okay, so we recognise that. And so to move forwards past that, not recognizing that the way we've projected this coordinate system on to a straightforward grid, is through the projection of a spherical surface projected outwards, which is why we have distortions at certain points, particularly in the north and the south, yet perfection at the equator with regards to the reality grid. For us to try and pretend that that's not the projection of a ball, to me becomes objectionable to proceed past that point if we don't recognize what the projection is a projection of, which is that of a ball.
Yeah, and that's been like one of the arguments with any coordinate system transform, because coordinate system transforms.
Why the hell are you speaking? New perspective. He was dealing with gatekeeper, gatebreaker, whatever gate idiot up here. What are you doing in here?
The thing is, I'm not.
Shut the fuck up. The new
I'm not arguing with anyone.
I know.
At this point, I'm just asking for people to recognise what a Mercator projection is and where you get it.
I know. But why is he responding? It's gatekeeper, gatebreaker, gate up the butt fool's idiocy that he should be responding, not new perspective.
Yeah.
Stupid.
This is a common thing. And it's very, when you listen to these things, it's very telling when the person who is actually being addressed doesn't stop the person who's speaking for them. Something's wrong there. Like when I'm being addressed by Adam or someone, I don't then just allow someone else to speak for me and sit there as if, But it seems there's loads of this goes on. And that is not, I'm sorry, it's just the only way to describe it is that is not normal behavior. In the real world, people don't allow the person standing next to them to speak for them. It's dodgy when I hear it.
Well, I would like to add something, if that's okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that sorry.
Go ahead. You can add something. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Flatsy.
Go ahead, add something.
Add up there. Come on, Flatsy.
Anyways, I think that the thing to keep in mind here is that these people are stumbling, fumbling all over their own selves, trying to come up with an explanation for something that no one even asked.
Yeah, he's just talking right out of his butt here. New perspective. Let's let him go. So let's see where he goes. Probably to nowhere land.
Point for point, showing you the same distances and everything as far as the numbers go. But then there's distortions visually, and then whether the Mercator map or the globe is actually giving us the accurate distances, and whether there's some discrepancies in some of these areas that can't really be verified very well, like on the outer, like the Pacific Rim with the dual pole could be like.
What the dual pole? What the hell does that have to do with anything in the discussion? Shut the
I think that's where they were talking about. I think that's where they started talking about when Adam came in, maybe just before it or something. Because this is where they were going.
I don't care.
Yeah, this is.
You can wait for that. Deal with what Adam just said. Jeez.
Like I was coming in because I wanted to ask about the areas in like how we have like the blue side of the ball, which is what Geo coined, which is a great term, because when they show us the globe, they have that whole side of the ball that's all ocean, which doesn't make sense physically when you think about it, because everything would, you would think would even out if it was like a, ball planet or whatever. But
what the hell, dude?
Planet. I don't know what he's on about.
But as far as these distortions go, there could be some discrepancies in what we're told as far as distances go that could be accounting for this. But I wanted to see if he would. We can DM him.
Hold on a second, Kiwi.
You going to comment on this incoherent drivel?
It's where it's coming from, and not so much this, but where it's coming from. People, right? Think of it what you will, right? Whether you like it or dislike it. Go and listen to the opening I made on my debate against MC Town back in January and February of this year, just after the TFE. Because what's happening is, and I'm hearing a lot of this since the TFE, all these new flat earth models that are trying to bring in 2 poles, right? Not that they have even defined what these poles are to begin with, right? They don't know. But the point is that after TFE, they're trying to bring in all these different map projections, like because of what they presume to be happening in the sky. The sky, for how many years, Kiwi, are people on our side saying the sky is not the ground? The ballers would kept on talking about the sky back some years ago. The flat earthers would say that has nothing to do with the ground. The pool holes aren't the pool table. And now it's like they're trying to create the ground off of what they perceive as happening in the sky. You can't do that. That can't be the fun. The ground, the terrestrial world, is not the sky. The sky is not the terrestrial world. Up in that sky, the thing we know nothing about, all kinds of stuff can happen that we can't explain. But it doesn't change the geometry of the world just because you can't explain the sky. And that's where all this is coming from.
Okay.
Dude, slow down on that, because you made a statement there that these distances are correct. Well, no, I think anybody that, even if you're a baller, you were to look at a Mercator projection of a ball, you would recognize that the purpose of the Mercator projection isn't to preserve distances, it's to preserve bearings. You recognise the purpose of a Mercator here, don't you?
Oh, Adam, getting heavy, getting jiggy with it. Uh-oh.
I'm very drunk. I'd just like to point out whilst educating these people.
Yeah, you are, but that's profound. Let's see what they had to say about that.
It's not for distance, it's for bearing. Do we get that point with that projection?
Could you clarify a little bit for people that aren't familiar with why bearings are important for that?
Sorry, am I here to educate or just clarify? I'm not being rude.
Myself.
Am I talking
bearing,
to the
you mean
person
like
I was?
just as far as direction?
Yeah, I am. Am I talking to the person I was disagreeing with, or?
No, you're talking with new perspective, Mr. Douchebag that doesn't know his ass from a pipe wrench. That's who you're talking to, Adam.
Somebody else that wants clarification, because if I'm clarifying to the person I'm disagreeing with,
and you just talk right through Adam. Just talk right through him with his dumb shit mic. Muffled mic. He's talking through a pillow.
I was confused there, because suddenly I probably realised that, I'm not, even though we've been asked to have a conversation, that's no longer happening. This is a different person.
Yep.
But you see what happens? Well, can you go to greater lengths and talk to me about bearings? I can't. Can you recognise that you don't know what a Mercator is and how it's constructed and what it's constructed from first?
Yep.
I'll give you electron bearings.
Yeah,
it's just something I meant to
it's ball bearings. Everything's ball bearings.
But why would you ask that, Brian? You say different things are weird. It's just a weird question to just throw in there in the middle of this. Well, now, have you got a slideshow on bearings?
No. That's a covert way of saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. Could you please tell the room and also educate me without saying, I don't know what you're talking about?
Exactly. You got it. Yep. It's everything's ball bearings. Everyone knows you got some gook and gunk on that window. You guys don't get that? Never mind. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, sorry, I meant that something. But the most important point I should have added earlier in my statement that actually Adam brought me back to, and what has been spoken about here. The reason I'm speaking about this universal transverse Mercator projection at all, right? Even if they're saying, "Oh, this is not a flat versus slope thing," right? It is, right? It's because someone told them that a 24-hour sun in Antarctica debunks the AE projection, right? Now, the AE projection, right, is 50% correct, which is the grid that's on top of it, the latitude and longitude grid is on that, is the correct layout of that grid. But the land masses underneath, right, and the placement of them, especially south of the equator, are not correct, as is shown by time zones, right? But it doesn't matter, because even though that's not correct, it's not debunked by what the sun is doing.
Correct.
Right, and this is why these people on the flat Earth side now are trying to come up with some new magic map to match what the sun is doing, supposedly in Antarctica, and whatever else is going. Oh, these two poles in the sky, right? This nonsense.
Yeah,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No, you got it. Yep. Now, that's not what Gatebreaker's doing, or Gate Clown, or whatever he is. I don't know where he went. That's what New Perspectives mission is. That's for damn sure.
I saw. What do you mean by that?
Are you the person I was
preserved bearings?
Yeah, dude, just chill. A New Perspective is it I'm talking to? So, or Gatebreaker, yeah. So I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to clarify the point you're making. But for me to be able to understand the point you're making, if you make a statement that's what appears to me to be categorically false, then I just need a point of clarity. So I'm not arguing with you. So far we've got that a Mercator projection of a ball does what in your viewpoint? What is it? What does it do? What is its function? A Mercator projection of a ball. Why do we have it? What's its use?
This is the thing. If we got Gatebreaker here, you want to go back and forth with him.
Yeah, that was the point. Yeah, why are you speaking? Dumbass.
I'd ask you a question that might lead off a better conversation, which is, are you at all a proponent of any kind of layout for maps, Adam? Like, would you go with the AE or dual pole, or
would you go with the AE or dual pole, Adam?
Brian asked me that earlier.
What an ass clown this guy is, man.
Yeah.
where are you at?
Good.
I mean, a dual pole map of what? One that's just been built on an azimuthal equidistant projection, or a Mercator projection. What is?
He doesn't know what he's on about. It's so ambiguous. It's doofus. He exposes himself with his questions. That's what it is. Thank you, New Perspective.
Unfortunately, that is the case. Your question will expose you in this because you're acting like everyone is on the same page, like picking one or the other. Actually, some people aren't even asking the dumbass question.
Yeah, and he shouldn't be even in the conversation. Gatebreaker keeps on popping up, but he's been pushed to the side. What the hell's going on out here?
Thank you. If you had to say.
Yeah. So those are great questions, but before you could move forwards for that, you need to have a Socratic agreement as to what a Mercator projection does in reality. What is a projection of? So that once we've got that fundamental agreement, then we can talk about mapping and how the correlation between mapping, like an ordnance survey map, and a Mercator projection map may differ. But until we know what a Mercator projection is and what is a projection of, it would seem a superfluous argument to go past that point until that.
Outstanding performance, Adam. Even drunk off your ass. Outstanding performance. Exactly.
Yeah, well done, Adam.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah,
I have to. This is what I told you that I remember now, because this is when I said I went for that Italian digestive drink, Tradici Herbe, 13 mountain-grown herbs.
Thanks.
Like Gentiana. Yeah, that calms me down later.
It's so funny because people say you have a drinking problem, but I can tell that you have no problem drinking at all.
No, you don't. You don't have any issues with it.
Only time is if I've had a tooth out. Like, you dribble a bit, don't you? Because your lips are up like to. But other than that, I'm fine.
For now.
I'd just like to say.
But I'd just like to say you're fine for now. You start to circle the drain here. After a while, you're getting tired too. Go ahead, Brian.
Well, I'd just like to say they're lucky he's not sober.
Yeah.
He's much sharper.
Yep. Yeah. That's for sure.
That's been defined. If you understand my point.
You don't want to educate people. You don't want to give a lesson on that.
Well, Dave, let me just say. So I think we're good.
He doesn't want to educate people. That's what New Perspective just said. It's 2025, nearly 2026. You glue sniffing idiot, and you don't know the answer or what Adam's talking about. You shouldn't be in the conversation. You should be on your true vocation, picking up cans alongside of the road. Supervised. New Perspective. Dumbass cracker.
Good. Gatebreaker's still here. So we were talking about these coordinate systems and putting them onto a plane and so on. Gatebreaker had his, he was sharing a screen, so he was showing the graphics of,
Yeah, Gio's trying to tell you, New Perspective, to shut the fuck up, is what he's trying to tell you. He's just not saying it.
Putting it onto different grid layouts. I had brought up the point that, if you're starting with the globe grid layouts, then you're going to get all these distortions putting them onto any planar surface. And then he mentioned he got those from the Mercator, grid squares, etc. And then Adam came in. And so I think we're at a good point. Adam was getting interrupted, which I just didn't want to see happening. So
yeah, by New Perspective. So tell New Perspective to put a sock in it or something, and maybe we can get somewhere.
I mean, Adam has not finished his point. now it could branch off into different directions. I mean, it like New Perspective. If you and Adam were going to continue on the
what? No, not New Perspective. It was gay. You even identified. You're a clown, dude. Do you even know your own name? Geo Love, the original Hanoi Jane, by the way. This dude's a clown.
The distances, grid squares, like how that is laid out, you guys could do that, or we could continue from that or from where Gatebreaker was at. Either way, however you guys want to proceed. But it just seems like that had to be addressed, the Mercator part, because that's what he was using for his graphics. And the question is that already globe? And if so, then that's where the question.
Yeah, real quick, let me just say I was trying.
Oh my God.
Trying to establish some context because I think Adam came in hot a little bit about what he was saying, which makes sense as far as like the Mercator transform being the globe distances and all that.
Oh, did he not listen to what I just told him?
Nope. Nope. But he's going to speak up anyway. Yep. You're busted. You're finished. You're an ass clown. We knew that anyway, didn't we? New Perspective.
But I think as far as we're not like taking sides at this point. When you came in, we were just trying to like understand why he was doing what he was doing, and he wasn't trying to prove anything with what he was doing. He was
shut the fuck up.
Just giving examples of how it would work with transforms in the program.
How what would work with transforms? Idiot.
He's using. I don't think he's like opposed to or trying to prove anything about globe or any kind of distance.
He's not opposed to prove anything like the globe. What? What the hell does that mean?
He was just saying, this is what I'm using, and then if you want me to do other transforms to see if like the dual pole might work, but then we have to.
Oh my God. Is he sniffing glue or something? What's he do? What is he sniffing? This is, it's so stupid. What do you want me to do? I guess continue.
To think about, do we have like, distances at least between some of the continents that are fairly accurate, or does it get kind of hairy on the outside is what I was thinking.
Thanks for letting us know what you were thinking. It gets kind of hairy on the outside, but those distances, right? Dumbass.
And just to be clear, the globe.
Sorry. I have no idea what he said. I don't know what he said. What he said everything except what he was supposed to say, which was originally nothing. He was supposed to leave the other guy talk. But after he got involved, what he should have said is when Adam brought up what the Mercator, Universal Transverse Mercator projection was actually for, he should have said, I didn't know that, when he was told it was for bearings. But he didn't. He pretended he knew it. He pretended he did know it.
Nope.
Why are you pretending to know things you don't know?
Yeah.
Just say I don't know.
And then speak. Why is he even speaking? Other than to show himself as an ass clown, compromise himself. Other than that, that's what he's doing. But he's too stupid to realize it. There we go.
Doesn't claim Mercator distances. The distances are off, which is, I think Andy's his name. That was his point, that it only keeps bearings. It's not for distances.
Andy, it wasn't Andy, it was Adam.
That's harsh, isn't it?
Can't even get your name.
They haven't even spelt my name right in the title, look.
Yeah.
Adam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the way as well have said Andy Melkin or whatever it says.
So, I hate to say it, but Nathan Oakley's point is being proven at.
He's right. Adam, what's his name or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Isn't that for another person? Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan Thompson or whatever.
His name's Adam. Adam Beacon.
Oh, Adam. Sorry.
Kind of a flat Earth legend, actually.
New perspective.
Damn! New Perspective said Adam's a flat Earth legend. How you like that?
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
We have royalty amongst us. You're such an aristocrat.
Finally, recognition.
By a glue sniffer.
Yeah. You may proceed.
You may proceed.
Detective, I'll fully clear that up with you in DM. I thank you for your question. It is a good question. But yeah, we can move the convo forward from that. It's moved forward now. Thanks.
Oh, it was going to be your ass if New Perspective didn't save you. That was your ass, Gatebreaker.
I don't think you should move forward, gentlemen. I think it's probably the most fundamental point you need to agree on before you can move forward.
Didn't you already say this pretty clearly? I thought. Now you got to say it again. You're going to tell them. You got to tell them again, and then you're going to tell them what you told them before they get it. I don't think they're going to get it.
Give them the full Sleeping Warrior.
That's it. You got it.
So we agree that a Mercator projection preserves bearings based on what? A 2D projection of what? A ball. Now, agree that, and I don't disagree with that. So a Mercator projection preserves bearing for accurate navigation if you are on a ball. It will keep you going round in circles on a ball with no variation from the known land masses. Absolutely agree. If you work to that projection, which is why I came back, just to get the point of clarification. If you accept that initial projection is derived from a spherical Earth, so no more land masses can occur, certain premises have already been established. Fundamentally, I think what you were saying I was coming in hot in, which I did come in hot in, because I didn't realise its point, but fundamentally, if you're going to invoke anything dipolar, to do that, there has to be a pre-assumption of a dipolarity, which is difficult to resolve geometrically unless you're going to invoke a ball.
Adam, have you ever for once in your life touched any type of cartography software or ever engaged in cartography before?
No, so I've never seen or even heard of maps ever.
That was a nice comeback, Adam. Perfect.
Hey, Adam. Sorry. Hey, Adam, do you even maps, bro?
Yeah.
I had to say it against you, my God.
You touch software as well. Huh?
Yeah.
It's not real, mate. Can't touch it, can I?
Yeah.
Very well done, Adam.
On your ridiculous question, which is both insulting, and not very helpful. But if you'd like to elucidate on a point you've got without wrapping it up in ad hom, I'll probably be prepared to listen.
Yeah, thanks for that long-winded no explanation. I know you haven't ever done it before.
That was
no explanation. No explanation for what? You know, even Gatebreaker doesn't even know what an explanation is. There's a lot of people that don't know what it is. He just put that out there to try to give you another dig, right? When he's the ass clown here. Go ahead, Adam.
Look, explanation of what?
I know.
That I'd touched up software.
I don't know. He said you didn't give an explanation. That's my question. Explanation of what? Glue sniffer? Not you, Adam.
That was
don't interrupt me, bud.
No. That was a polite response to say, if you're going to make a point, why don't you make one instead of wrap it up in bollocks? So make a point, boy, instead of.
Did you say boy? Make a point, boy.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't go like full Fogger on Leghorn, did I? Go, make a point, boy.
You should have.
I say, boy, make a point, boy.
Shut up now.
Intellectual super.
Here's my.
We know who Foghorn Leghorn is. I'm just surprised that you, as an Englishman, know who he is.
I'm surprised it came to the forum in mind, the name straight away. Yeah,
me too.
Recommendation: engage in cartography before you speak about it.
What, in maps, in cartography, in like maps like that? We've never seen maps in our lives. Glue sniffer.
In cartography before you speak about it.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, dude? Who said that? That's just
that was it was Gatebreaker.
That's Brenda level.
Engage in cartography before you speak about what?
Yeah.
I have to draw maps before I talk about maps. You absolutely listen to yourself.
In other words,
you were gonna say you absolute scrote, but you didn't. You didn't finish it.
You know nothing of which you speak.
Gio, is there anybody here who's
good?
Sorry, just that question there. I couldn't answer. I couldn't get in there. When Adam was asking, what does that even mean? Right? What it means is Adam came in and took this guy's horse manure and showed everyone that it was horse manure.
Yep.
From the get-go, and that's what that all means.
Yep.
Don't say anything about maps unless you bring a map up or whatever.
Yeah. Gatebreaker didn't even know it was a friggin' globe projection. He didn't even know it. And he's getting on Adam like he's some like Gatebreaker, some oracle cartographer. It's mind-numbing.
I think the problem is that how quickly this guy turned to logical fallacies, and no one else in the room is calling him out on it.
Yep.
Just Adam.
Yep.
Sort of. Adam said sort of like wrapping something up in ad hom, but this guy is just throwing out logical fallacies left and right.
Yep.
actually here not to prove that they've got a bigger dick than me, or are we here to talk about reality? And just
Gatebreaker, bro, please.
Hey, Adam,
I know.
Well, now we got new perspective, trying to get in the middle of this.
Maybe kind of calling him out, doesn't know exactly what to call him out for, but realizes that he's wrong. So at least somebody's calling him out.
Yeah, they're both wrong. New perspective, trying to get back in the middle. Is new perspective like a mod over there or something? I don't think he is. Well, there we go.
I know what you want to say.
Adam, what's your opinion on the dual pole projection? What's your opinion on that? Have you ever looked?
You're muted.
What's Adam's opinion on the dual pole? Why would you even be asking for somebody's opinion for an objective topic? It's non sequitur. It's a category error. This is stupid. Betty, if you're listening to this, you know this is stupid. That's what this is.
I looked into it.
A dual pole projection? Well, yeah. I would think.
What would be a dual pole projection? Adam, dual pole projection, really?
Well, that's an interesting point. Is the projection dual poled? Or is it just got two poles in it from one projection point still?
I think it's a projection. Now, what you've got to ask yourself, the question is, what is it a projection of? So when you dual pole project things, what are you dual pole projecting of?
Of the flat and stationary Earth.
A dual pole project. Can you demonstrate where you've got this coordinate system to project a dual pole projection?
Hey, I got you. Is this your first, new perspective? Hold on. Adam, is this your first time you've ever heard of the dual pole?
No, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Guys, please, now let's not turn it into a shit show.
OMG.
You're not helping.
So let me
Adam, so it's clear you've never engaged in any kind of.
But in all fairness, I'm angry. I can, when you can smell people are just. I've already twigged. Yeah,
but Adam, when you ask somebody for something, you got to stop talking.
Yeah, Adam.
Maybe sometimes. But you know when you get, you're getting railroaded.
Yeah.
Everybody has to, you know what I mean. So I'm not going to just be quiet now. I wouldn't have thought.
Well, that was helpful. I mean, you had Gatebreaker and you had New Perspective, dumbass, going at it, and then you decided to come in. Right? That's going to help matters.
What do I think of dual pole? Have I heard of a dual pole? I'm already taking the mick in my description, dual pole projection. And I'm saying it on purpose because, you know what I mean? They don't know what they're on about. I'm asking them to clarify in a way, really.
Over both of them.
Have you ever heard of the dual pole flat Earth?
Dude, I gotta mute someone.
What do you want me to say?
Yes. It's about time, Gio.
Yes or no?
All right.
Do you want yes or no?
Dude, he did come in with an ad hom that wasn't cool. It set this all off. Yeah, I agree with you, Adam. I would like to have not that, but we do have this open panel style. You know how it is. If we only had 8 of us, this wouldn't be happening. If you have people that are not going to do that, but he did that. It is what it is. Let's try.
Why only 8? What if there were 6? What?
Then it'd still be polite. But if you get to 9, it'll be a crime.
To reset from that. So this can be a good.
I have a suggestion. There's some.
Did somebody ask you for a suggestion? Dumbass.
Other context about like what's been going on recently, and
hold. The other reason, and you alluded to it, is who gives a shit about my opinion?
Right.
Who gives a shit if I say yes, I have heard of it? No, I haven't. What difference does it make?
Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, it's meaningless.
For a while, but we've been talking about the dual pole option, of course, or the layout.
The dual pole option, of course. Option for what?
I have a friend. His name. E1, he was back in the conversation in 2016, 2017.
He was back in the conversation, huh? Ewok or E1 or whatever you just said. I was back there. I don't remember him. Must have been a different conversation then. Is there more than one conversation? Fucking glue sniffer.
Kind of left the main conversation because.
Oh, so it was the main conversation. So he left that conversation. Your friend that we haven't established yet that was your friend. Who really gives a shit?
He kept bringing up the Southern Stars as being.
Why would he do that? Why would he bring up the Southern Stars when the main conversation is whether the Earth's flat or sphere-tard? Why would he do that? Clown.
Real stars that flat Earth.
You mean real stars as opposed to fake stars?
Earthers shouldn't just assume our reflections or,
We shouldn't just assume the stars are reflections. Reflections of what? Off what? What's a reflection?
Your personal dome of vision or whatever.
Personal dome of vision?
Yeah, can I just...
Yeah.
Just an important point. Flat Earthers have been tricked, right, into this sky dome thing. The whole personal dome of vision nonsense all comes from the celestial dome. Some people call it the celestial sphere. There is no such thing. It is mathematical. The sky is not curved, right? There is no curve in the sky. It's purely mathematical.
Wait a second, Brian. Wait a second, Brian. Somebody wants to argue with you. I think it's Flatsy.
Yeah, I would argue that the dome of vision type thing is coming from the way that we see. The way that we see and the way that we use angular measurements like the 90 degree, 180 degrees.
from the horizon. I thought that would be where we've got that. So
it is. That's what I was going to say. I was just getting onto that it's a protractor, which is based off of our vision, but that doesn't curve the sky. Right? That doesn't mean the sky is curved.
Oh,
that
yeah,
means
exactly.
it's just how we detail it mathematically or geometrically. But that's the best we can do. But the problem is that people start taking that and actualizing it, if that's the right correct word.
No,
it's
no,
like
that's
reification. Reification.
Yep.
Yeah, of it. You know, and then suddenly they have a dome over them of stars, which that doesn't happen.
Yep.
Just wanted to say that.
Thanks.
You know, other reasons people give to the southern stars.
The other reasons people give to the southern star, reason, the stars need a reason? Huh?
all right, Hoobastank.
We used to actually, when I was a good friend of his, even back then.
He said it. Hey, Brian, he said this twice. No, I think it's 3 times that he said he's overemphasizing a nothing burger. That's what it's telling. It's telling me he's lying. It's not his friend.
Who is he even talking about?
Ewok or E1 or something. He's already said it was his friend 3 times. We got it the first time. You don't have to keep saying it. You keep saying it, you're suspect. You don't have any friends. Yeah. We're on you. We're on them.
We used to lead off conversations with.
You used to lead off conversations back in 2016. You weren't out here. I never seen you. Never heard you. You weren't here. We have conversations in your bathroom. Clown.
With Ballers, bringing up the converging and diverging southern stars with the
converging and diverging southern stars. Huh? Yeah. That don't answer for him.
Northern stars, because that doesn't work on a ball at all. That's actually a great globe debunk.
So the stars debunk the globe. What, the converge and the diverge?
That maybe a lot of us, if he's right, have been missing this whole time. If there's actually 2 separate star fields that.
No, we've known the Earth was flat since 2016. We don't need to look at the stars. It was all over then.
Converge and diverge. That only really.
Back to his converge and diverge.
Works with what we think is a dual pole flat Earth. And he has a transform that he came up with on his own. Like he had the dual pole transform already on his own, just from doing the GPs of the stars. He had all the constants laid out. I'm like, that.
Really? He did? I'd like to see that. I didn't see it in 2016. Good.
This is a result of them putting themselves in the server where they allow all these anti-flat earthers to come in and ask the stupid questions that anti-flat earthers will, and then they entertain the stupid questions as if they're not stupid.
Yep. You got it. Good job.
That's a dual pole transformer of the gratitude. And he was almost disappointed when I sent it to him because it was exactly what he had. But then he realized that they moved the prime meridian with the Admiralty, and
they moved the prime meridian for what? I didn't catch that last statement. Hold on.
But then he realized that they moved the prime meridian with the Admiralty, and
with what? Did he say abnormality? Is that what he said?
That's what it sounded like.
What abnormality? Your abnormality? Who came up with this dual pole? You or him? I'm a little bit confused now.
And a 33-degree correction, in fact, and they moved it to Greenwich from over Africa. And then when you do that, all the
so they moved so they're scheming. Who, number one, who are they? Number two, so they're scheming with the prime meridian.
Continents coming up to where they should be, so they get the direct amount of.
It's still over Africa, so the prime meridian. It's just a little bit further
to the
west.
To the left. I said a little bit further to the left.
Well,
Okay, Beyonce.
Mercator projections. Yeah, but do you know what I mean?
Well, well, this is nonsense. Let's see where he's going with this.
Sunlight and everything. Anyway, he's done a lot of work on it.
Sorry, just a moment. Anything that was done back then was done using globe projections. So all the GP points, they're going to invariably go back to fitting something like the universal transverse Mercator or whatever. So all you've done is laid out all those GP points on a flat globe projection. You haven't actually done anything other than that. That's how you end up with these two poles. Because you can't have, like, what's a pole? No one is defining. Now, Adam didn't say it either, but I'm not going to stand Adam about it. I understand where he was going with it. Like, what's a pole? What is this pole? And where's the other end of it?
Don't defend yourself. Don't defend yourself over that. Don't defend yourself over that. That dual pull, that what is a pole thing, is that friggin' Brian stole that off me.
we both have been saying that. I didn't steal it off you.
Don't get defensive, Adam. Yeah, they're bringing up something else. They're bringing up the prime meridian, and that's just your game. Yeah,
he has a point though, because I did backtrack. When I was getting tasty there, I was going pole. You know what I mean? I was going to go there and get them to define it, but that would have been a distraction. That's why I stopped myself. Yeah, because
I knew you wouldn't do it. I knew you wouldn't do it. So you're fine. Let's see where this goes. So we got the prime meridian. We got some abnormalities. We have a they. We don't know who they are just yet. They moved it. So that was pretty suspect according to New Perspective and his begging the question fallacy friend Ewok or E1 or whatever, E something. So this is where we're at. Here we go.
And figured out how the sun moves and everything. But what I'm saying is,
Adam, stop trying to stop him, right, with this, because that's horse shit. But go ahead. Go.
I'm just providing context.
Dude, you jump from so many things. And I'm cool with that, because there were many pertinent points you mentioned in that incoherent ramble, respectfully.
There were many points in that incoherent ramble, respectively. Oh my God. Oh boy.
What a bitch. Yeah.
Let's see where this goes.
I was trying to give you just a quick, overall context of why we're talking about this part.
And it felt like a summary of many multiple points, which made none.
It was.
So,
which made none.
Yeah, I know it was, and I'm not attacking you. So let.
Yeah, you are.
What do you want to do? Should we go with just the definition of the prime meridian and its invocation or a change in its sun?
No, I wasn't trying to bring them all up for
I know,
point by point.
If you're gonna make those statements and invoke that statement, so let's understand what the prime meridian is. Let's all get an agreement on what the prime meridian is, and then we can say how it's been perverted and what the implications of perverting it are. But what I just heard there is,
damn, Adam, just knocking it out the park. Damn drunken master, knocking it out the park, off his freaking kilter.
Respectfully, not a lot. Didn't say a lot. It didn't imply a lot. Even if I mutated it, what it didn't tell me is if I did mutate it, which is what happened, which you alluded to, which is the removal of the prime meridian from Cairo straight down the through the middle of the pyramids, to GMT, which is a latitudinal difference, right? Even if we do that, even if we moved it to Paris, which is what the French wanted to do, which you wouldn't blame them. Why would you want it in Greenwich if you're French? Yeah. you would want it aligned with Paris. Irrespective of that, that's a geographical statement of when we start the GP position based on the sun's azimuth. Now, tell me then, if I vary the GP position of the sun's azimuth at a particular time, whatever time of year it is, and that'll vary where it is geographically. However, midday is midday. If I redefine that starting point as a different starting point as a GP, what difference does that make to the cartography and the plotting of a Cartesian system if I just change the starting, the 0 point and move it to -10 or +10? Yeah, so what difference does that...
Well, first of all, let me just say, the reason I was going into, I was just trying to give you like a quick, like, overall summary of some of the things the E1s come up with. I sent you a
E1s. Did everyone get that? I think he said E1s. Yeah. So now that's clear. Good.
A little long-winded again for me, as Aubrey, but I thought that was a fair summary of his point, and with a clear, concise question then. So what is the consequence of me changing my 0 point? Yeah, moving my primary. Surely if it was that worth mentioning, there's an answer, isn't there? It's just a simple one-sentence answer. You can just go, well, it means this.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Can't have that because he's a glue sniffer. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's why.
Video, by the way, so check your DMs, and there's a bunch of context there you could get later. But
did he ask for context? I didn't hear him ask for context. Or are you in dreamland fantasy? Are you hearing things?
As far as the prime meridian, it is an arbitrary point. You're right. As far as like the stars, lateral rotation or sidereal rotation.
What? Where's he going now?
Man, you can tell he has so many assumptions baked into his way of reasoning things, and it's all so faulty. You can just tell the way he's talking that how many assumptions he's got.
No, you could tell that he's a pretender clown by what he's talking about. It's easy.
That's another thing. That's another thing. The fact that this is why we critique these people is because they talk about things they don't know about. That's the problem. Don't do that. Golly.
Don't do that. Good luck with that one.
It can be anywhere because it's still going to go in full circle, and you can start it and just say this is the starting point, and it doesn't really matter. But if you are going to have the sun sync up with the right constellations, that does make a difference because it moves everything, shifts.
No.
No. Was that you live or was that you on tape?
That was me now. No, I might have missed it there. No.
I think you're coming in to say
the invitation.
I'm sorry.
If I set my 0 point at Paris instead of Cairo, then maps, then celestial navigation doesn't work. It's kind of a nonsense. There's kind of like a devious implication. He's implying how you can tweet, but he's then not saying it. He's then giving an explanation for something that's got nothing to do with it.
Exactly. Yep.
Everything. So the sun is not necessarily in the right spot.
So that's wrong because obviously
there you go. You tell him it's wrong right out the bat. Good job.
Prime meridian is defined by the path of the sun, not the stars. So the stars align. This is, you're right. It is totally arbitrary, and that was my point. So whichever arbitrary position the sun is, and therefore the corresponding grid position of the star field relative to that, okay, based on their differential rotation differences, right? It's an arbitrary point. So whether it's Greenwich, Paris, Cairo, who cares What difference does it make when we start zero? Well, how should that affect my thinking? Is what I'm asking.
Well, that's interesting. The point you bring up about the sun, because the reason it would be, at least as far as my understanding of it, the reason it's arbitrary is because the stars don't change. The sun does, right? The sun has its own cycle, but it has variations, right? So if you start the latitude counting of your stars and their perfect circles that they stay consistent with, I thought that's what makes it arbitrary, and that in fact
What the hell is he on about now?
I think just somebody's gotten a new perspective on this topic and has really fed it to him, and he ate it. He ate it up.
He ate incoherent drivel. What the hell is he talking about now, Adam? Do you know?
I think, as far as I can tell, his implication would be that if the prime meridian was actually Cairo, but we've got Greenwich, and you use celestial navigation correctly, you wouldn't be where you are now. You'd be in Albuquerque or something. I don't know. He's implied there's something nefarious, something that's helped hide whatever it is, this dual pole, probably. Yeah, but he's not able, and that's all I'm asking him here. Just first of all, let's define what the prime meridian is. We all know what it is now. Now, what if I move it? What does it do?
Yep.
And he's just rambled a little bit, really, and not said anything.
Yeah, he's not said anything except dumb shit.
My friends come up with on this whole thing is
That's another friend reference. Brian, you keeping track? That's number 4.
Yeah.
Says that the sun's not in the right position for where they start the prime meridian now, because it should be 60 degrees instead of 90 degrees.
It should be 60 degrees instead of 90 degrees? What the hell does that mean?
Go on, Adam. I don't know what that means.
Me and QE went, what the hell does... I said, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's let him go.
And he's found all these discrepancies with the sun sticking up better than it.
Cool. Right, slow down then. So he says it should be 60 degrees, not where and what from?
Nicely done.
Right.
Well, I would have to go into the specifics that I would have to argue from what he was talking about, and I'd have to gather that. He's talking about when it's noon on September, March 21st.
Breathe.
September 21st.
You need to breathe. You need to breathe, because like myself and everybody else that wasn't privy to your conversation with him, I don't know the detail of the understanding of what he's saying. So I'm not questioning it yet. I'm asking for clarity on what you're saying.
Good luck with that. All right, this isn't me. This is post-production new perspective messing with this video. So I don't know what's going on here. We're going to do 5ers to get through this. I think there's a delay here. So I don't know why he stopped this. I might have to go further. Hold on. Give it to me.
What are you saying? What's the problem?
Wow. Okay, there it comes.
Else that wasn't privy.
Let's go back. All right, here we go.
And everybody else that wasn't privy to your conversation with him, I don't know the detail of the understanding of what he's saying. So I'm not questioning it yet. I'm asking for clarity on what you're saying. So you're saying, based on what this guy said to you, that the sun should be at this, but it's at this. Can you just detail that, mate, so that I can actually understand it and put it in a point of context as to the implications of where it should be, why it should be there, and why it's not there, and what that means? Because Other than that,
Yeah,
it's just a
I was
load of,
trying. I was
like,
trying to say.
yeah.
I was trying to say that I wouldn't be the best person to give the exact details. I think it was the
Then you
sunrise at
should
a certain
not.
date.
Then you should not use it as a defense.
Exactly. You shouldn't be even opening up your mouth right now, or the whole time, for that matter.
For an explanation to me when you can't explain it when I question it. See,
Well,
it's
no,
either
I'm just providing context for you.
Holy crap, dude. New perspective. You're a train wreck of a disaster of a dumpster fire rolling down the mountain. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I have to make I hate saying this, it's an unfortunate observation, but it has to be said. We reached a point in this arena where the globe earthers are making more coherent sense than the flat earthers. And that used to be completely 180 degrees opposite. And the reason it's happening is because you have the flat earthers referencing globe earth nonsense, right? Heliocentric nonsense or globe-centric nonsense. At least when the ballers reference that, they tie it back to something. They then show you something, a diagram, this, and this, and globe. You know what I mean? It's something. So people go, oh, I see what you mean. When flat earthers do it, they go, this, vague fantasy. I mean, even though the globe is a fantasy, I'm not saying it's not. But what I'm saying is that there's more sense. If you're a lay person listening to a baller talk about this point, or a flat earther, there's a lot more sense coming out, apparent sense coming out of the baller. If you understand what I mean.
Yep.
Because, you know.
Yeah, because we're dealing with pretender clown flat earthers. That's why. Yep, you got it.
Adam, relax. Get off my case. I'm trying to provide.
New perspective. Adam, get off my case. Oh, boy. He's not on your case, son. That's not Adam on your case just yet. Come by here. You'll see somebody get on your case and stay on it.
I think it should be stated.
Let me at him.
I think it should be. I think it should be stated that it's really concerning that New Perspective has been putting this out there so much, and he can't even argue it.
Yep.
To its fullest extent, because I know I've got DMs like I'm supposed to be celebrating this newfound information as if it's some sort of godsend, but it's not, and I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it. I'm not going to say thank you because I didn't ask the question. Some anti-flat earther did, and some anti-flat earthers are laughing at these goons for even entertaining their stupid ass question to begin with.
Well said.
Provide context for the whole conversation that's been going on here. I'm not trying to debate anything or prove anything. We're just talking about stuff, man.
But you just said some bloke said to me.
You're in a
some bloke said to me.
Guys,
this bloke.
Relax.
I'm not a great bloke down in the pub.
Jeremy, now you come in. Now you're a mod over there. Guys. This is a clear case of Adam exposing Mr. Dumbass here. So aren't you aware of this, or you just want to hear him talk?
First of all, hold on.
No,
man.
just don't. It's fine. So, Adam, okay, you're asking.
This is not fair. Why am I getting overtalked? I'm trying to just have a genuine conversation. I'm not attacking the man.
I was appreciating what you said. I was appreciating what you said about the sun, because if that's the case, then that would seem to contradict what he was thinking, and so I'll check into that. That's all.
Right, let's pare it back, because I never made a claim. You said to me, some bloke said to you that the sun should be at 6 degrees, but it's at 9. And I just asked you to explain that so that pearl of wisdom that elucidates some knowledge to you, that means something to you, for you to share it with us here, would you just put that into context so I can understand it? Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm literally just asking you to elucidate the knowledge you appear to have so that it means something to me. Because when you say 60 should be 90, I don't know what you mean.
Neither does he.
if that was Witsit, I'd said, well done for getting that back on track. They tried all sorts of tactics there. There was a white knight. He tried to make out something being horrible. He had to change it. But
yeah.
Well done, me. Yeah, that
well
was a lot of
you.
bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on the back for now.
So let's go back to there. And
you know what, Adam, let me just tell you. Let me put it this way. I'm not trying. I can tell you. I can guess at what that was, but regardless, I was just saying. I find it interesting that you thought the prime meridian was determined by where the sun is, in particular, and that makes it, a certain way. And I didn't know that. I thought it was about the stars thing. That's
okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. So we clearly have a differential on what is that then? Why would you not know that?
Yeah. Because he's an ass clown. He's a pretender clown. He doesn't know his ass from pipe wrench, dude. That's why. He just wants to open up his incoherent blowhole. He wants to have his feelings heard. Okay? You're in the land of misfit toys 1.0, the mothership. I mean, they're king enablers. That's why. Good?
What the definition of what?
No.
What the prime meridian is and how it's discerned from a specific geographic location. So when I said to you, well, it doesn't matter whether it's Cairo, Paris, or Greenwich, where it sits today, and we will probably look at the pyramids for it to be that place, historically, the prime meridian. But what then is the discerning celestial object that allows us to set the prime meridian? So we take Greenwich. So how do we know what's the discerning point at Greenwich when the time locally in Greenwich is whatever it is? How do we know that we're at the prime meridian? What would you look at in the day?
Adam, you're like...
I'm trying to help him.
Is this paint by numbers?
I'm just saying. Day, some people might say, like, lunchtime.
Some people might say, they might say, lunchtime. You jerk, you. You jerk, but you beautiful bastard.
What would you look at in the sky to determine at Greenwich that it's now midday at the prime meridian? What would we look at? Would we look at Venus?
Solar noon?
Would we look at Venus?
Is that what you're getting at?
Well, I don't know. What are we looking at? Venus? Mars?
Can I just say, let me jump in.
Can I just say, let me jump in? Well, you're already just saying. So isn't jumping in redundant at this point?
Adam was being facetious.
But no, because there's only a very small three-letter word that you have to say to stop me being facetious from the very beginning. It's only because he doesn't know that very small three-letter word beginning with S, ending in N.
Goodness.
Let's hear Gio's. Let's go back to that. Why is he interrupting this? We'll find out.
No, what are we looking at? Venus? Mars?
Can I just say, let me jump in. Let me jump in for just like 20 seconds and then new perspective.
Wait a second. What did you say? What was your last thing you said? Let's go back.
Well, I don't know. What are we looking at? Venus? Mars?
Can I just say, let me jump in.
You said Alpha Centauri. Nicely done, Adam. I didn't hear that on the first pass. Very well done.
Let me jump in for just like 20 seconds and then new perspective if you want.
Can somebody time him? Somebody time him. 20 seconds.
I'll respond. I'll give you the mic. Let me just say this real quick. Okay, the context for this is the discussion. What New Perspective had said is that the Southern Star rotation, what he's suggesting, the idea that that is an actual rotation, just like the Northern one is, therefore giving a dual pole planar Earth. Now, with that, he was then saying...
See, Geo, my friend.
Yep.
There is a point that I've demonstrated that his Mercator projection that he thinks holds his distances true, only holds his bearings, which is what he's drawn his map off. Yeah. And now at this point where the mystical movement from 60 to 90 or 90 to 60 of the meridian and the sun where it should be, it doesn't. What is the benefit of assuming all of that cockamamie nonsense from his side so we can discuss a dipoles?
Yep.
If what we've got so far to be able to substantiate a dipolar position is the foundations, which is what I'm trying to establish, the foundations of his claim. If this is the foundations, there's no point moving to dipoles. Yeah.
Right. It's superfluous to the discussion at this point. They haven't gotten anywhere near it. What's that?
It's a fool's errand.
Yeah. It's a nothing burger, Geo. Geo's on a different plane. Like the retard plane. What he just said had nothing to do with their discussion just yet. He's jumping 18. He's jumping 18 chapters ahead. He's a glue sniffer. Go ahead, Brian.
I'll go after Adam. Go on, Adam.
No, he's just got his priorities wrong. He's not there to help his audience learn, right? By elucidating, like a good Michael Parkinson would, a good chat show host, elucidate articulate like he did earlier. Bring it back to the pertinent point. He wants to skip ahead now for the sake of brevity, but I can't. Do you understand? I can't get to dipoles, Gio, and you're not doing the rest of your audience a favor by skipping to dipoles when we've just demonstrated it's based on very rocky ground, isn't it? It's built on sand, this claim.
It's not part of the discussion yet. He could have brought up Aunt Jenny's late summer tomato haul, and it would have had just as much relevance to the topic being discussed. At this point.
Well,
what?
What's happening here?
Go on, Brian. I'm sure.
No, what I was going to say, Adam, is that what Adam is trying to point out to them. He's like, if you go back to the initial point of him interjecting, is that if you put globe in, you get globe out. They want to put globe in and then get something else out and claim it's not globe. You can't do that. Do you know what I mean? The globe is built off of reification.
Why didn't you just stop right there and drop the mic, dude?
Yeah, okay.
This is what I'm talking about. We need to have a deep discussion on this. You could have said that, drop the mic, man.
Yeah, I could have. I should have. Yeah.
You should have. It would have had more bang for the buck, dude.
Talking about that and how you'd have the 2-star rotations, and that's what we were talking about before too with the graphics that Gatebreaker was showing, and then that's what led to the coordinate system and the Mercator grid and trying to put that onto these different layouts when you do a single pole Gleason's or
This has been going past 20 seconds. Who's been timing it?
Well, it doesn't matter. In fact, he's got the pertinent point now, hasn't he?
Well, he's getting
Which is my objection.
Yeah.
I'm putting this ball onto this stuff.
Oh, ball.
Can I just say?
Is this a question? Is this rhetorical?
No, no. It's something I want to say. Back in, I'm pretty sure it was 2016, I looked at the Flat Earth Society website. Now, I've spoken about this before. And they had an A projection. And how they portrayed it, which was very strange, right, was like a gear cog in the center, which was the northern, anything north of the equator, and another gear cog outside of that than it went around the outside of it. Now, if I had to get two poles walking over a flat plane, keeping the latitude and longitude grid as it actually is, right, that is the best I've ever seen. I've seen no one come any closer than that to giving some kind of a description of it, as in the best you could do. That's the Flat Earth Society in 2016.
Well, thank you.
So all this other, I just say, they're going to all these roads, but the Flat Earth, just go to the Flat Earth Society website. They're already laid it out for you. I'm not saying it's correct or that it's perfect or anything, but it's better than any of the stuff you're coming out with. Just saying.
Poll, etc. Now, what New Perspective was saying is that along with that, his friend of his E1, who actually he was
E1, Ewok, E1, all right, whatever. So you now mentioned that he's Jedi mind tricked into thinking he has a friend, Gio. I mean, this is getting quite suspect. I want to spend more time here.
Was in here about a week ago. He hasn't been in here. I think he's only come in about 2 or 3 times, but he was here a few days ago, and he did.
Damn, he was here a few days ago. Somebody go get that shit.
Like a whole 8-hour stretch in here. But anyways, E1 is what New Perspective is saying. It, has put together what he thinks a dual pole type layout from his perspective, and this prime meridian is shifted as well. So I just wanted to give a little context. It was those two things that was related, and then New Perspective.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you for that. Let's get back to the prime meridian.
Yeah, Gio said it like it has an implication.
Right.
And that's all I'm asking for. It's all I've been asking for. So what does that mean then?
Yeah, don't know yet. Thanks for summarizing, Gio. Can we get to the point?
Perspective, or if you want to continue on.
Yeah. And that's and it's, I want to hear what you think. And instead of quizzing people about what it is, I said maybe it is solar noon. But if you think the prime meridian is determined by the sun, then it wouldn't be very arbitrary, because at least as far as what I understand so far, the reason it kind of is an arbitrary point, or at least how I understood it, is that because the stars are doing their perfect circles and they're consistent, and that's what he was always saying about.
The stars are doing their perfect circles.
Yeah, unlike that erratic sun, just squares, triangles, all sorts of stuff.
Oh boy, keep talking, New Perspective. It's like you're dumping burning hot coals on your own head.
And the stars don't change at all, but there's so many variations to the sun. Working with the stars to start with and getting his land plotted out the way it would work was the best way to go about it, because they're so consistent, and he could see how they would move the prime meridian, or how you're saying it.
So the stars are moving the prime meridian. Is that what he said?
Has it seemed?
What's up, Booger? Hello? Anyone
Sorry, he started talking as soon as I unmuted. I was going to say there is a change in some stars. That's why we call them wandering stars. What is he talking about?
It could be France, it could be this, it could be that. But if it's determined by the sun, you would think it would have to be a certain way. And that's why I'm trying to get at now with you. How is it determined by the sun instead of the stars? Or maybe that's not correct.
How is it determined by the sun? Why are you in this discussion?
Oh boy,
Adam!
It's
what?
It's like they're rediscovering the globe paradigm all over again.
This is like this is before 2015, Adam.
I know. I think it's genuinely. I think who was it? It says who alluded to it earlier. It's when you, instead of just saying, I didn't know that. Thanks. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, because it's the whole fundamental of your proposition of why you believe this E1 dude in the first place. And that's all I'm asking. I have not even argued the position. I've just asked him to steelman it so it's coherent, which we've not got to yet, have we?
Nope. Well, he just compromises. He just compromised himself. He shouldn't be in this discussion.
Yeah, can I just for the sake of education, for anyone out there who may not know this, I'm not trying to be speak down to anyone.
Better make it quick.
Who doesn't know. Yeah, latitude is derived from Polaris. Longitude is derived from the sun. Because that's where we get a 24-hour day from. It's 24 hours. It's the one full, let's say, path of the sun, right, broken up into 24 hours. That's where we get it from. So that's where longitude comes from. That's why there's 24 time zones of 1 hour each. I mean, this is
you missed it again. You missed your mic drop in the beginning.
Yeah, I did.
With the oh boy, you're a work in progress.
I think that I'd go with the latter. That's probably not correct. So
Oh, okay. So it's not determined by the sun. It's a prime meridian.
No, it is.
Okay, how so?
How so? Dude! What are we doing here? Jesus. What's a good analogy to place this here? This is akin to somebody coming in and discussing brain surgery because they're a brain surgeon and they think the ACL is part of the cerebellum. That's what this is.
No,
yeah.
It's not. It's like there's a brain surgeon like trying to educate someone and the other person thinks he can educate the brain surgeon because he's also got a brain.
I like my ACL cerebellum better. This is
knee brains.
Yeah, this is terrible. Terrible.
That's why I questioned you. Why wouldn't be?
That's all I'm asking. How was it determined by the sun? That's what I didn't know that. Go ahead.
He said he didn't know that. He said it wasn't determined by the sun. He said you said it was. He said he didn't know that. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
So if you don't know that, why are you here?
That's my question. You stole that from me. Retroactively, you stole it.
I may have been influenced by my peers. I always concede that.
Yeah, then why?
That's a great point. I'm not going to now describe to you.
I'm
not going to go to Bowditch, page 48 or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Bowditch, page 48.
That's an outstanding statement, Adam. Let's see how he reacts. Let's hear it again.
So if you don't know that, why are you here?
I mean, they claim that
Adam.
They claim that.
Come on, Adam. Come on, man. Don't be the bad guy, Adam. Don't do that, Adam. You got to be nice. You got to rub their feet and give them some hot chocolate, and they got to express their feelings.
Yeah, but I'm not ad hominem in any way there, am I? It's a genuine question.
I know it is.
And I'd repeat, why are you here pontificating to other people about the importance of the move from 90 to 60 of the prime meridian when you're not even able to define it? That's a genuine question. The whole room should be saying, why have we been listening to this guy?
Exactly. So let's see what Gio does. Gio wants to pipe on in here. Let's go back. Let's hear what Gio has to say. I can't remember.
Why are you here?
I mean, they claim that.
Adam.
They claim that.
No, gentlemen.
Why am I here? What the hell? What kind of question?
That's a damn legitimate question. Why are you here? And I'm sure everyone that's listening to this right now is thinking the same thing. Why are you here? Perfectly legitimate question, you glue-sniffing idiot.
Is that why am I here? If everybody knows that. Come on.
I'll tell you what.
I'm asking you to enlighten the room.
Have the good grace to give the airtime. I'll tell you why.
Ass clown.
I was so
I would love to hear it.
If you're gonna overtalk me, then I won't. But you tell me. Give me the airtime or not. You tell me something.
You have the floor, Adam. You go ahead, man. You go ahead. Whatever you have to say, we'll listen.
Well, hold on.
Okay, why are you here? Answer his question.
Because it goes through
You stuttering fool, Geo.
the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England.
Greenwich, England. Greenwich, huh? What are they? Is she green with envy?
Big line running down it.
Is
probably anger.
Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England.
If that's the kind of sandwich she made you, buddy, don't eat it.
Let's get the Greenwich again.
As it goes through the Royal Observatory in Greenwich, England.
Greenwich, England. So she's green with envy. You gonna burn her at the stake?
And basically that's
Greenwich. Don't witch it. It's Greenwich. It's the way English say it.
He's in full attack mode, Gio. Be careful.
It's witchcraft.
I'm just saying that's why because it's just a historical. Are you saying why was he here? Because
it's just a historical. What sentence fragment? Just what are you talking about? Greenwich?
Have to know that these are the deceivers, and that's why they put it through that.
What the hell is he talking about? The witches? Are they the deceivers? I don't know. Possibly.
Where they wanted to, or is that what you were alluding to, or something different as to?
No, I think I'm.
What? You're answering that question? It's non sequitur. It's grammatically, it's a train wreck. There's nothing you can get out of that. What are you going to answer?
Huh? I'll turn it around. I would imagine. So we'll see. Still being very basic, Gio. Right. So what I've not heard described correctly is how we define midday on the prime meridian. I've heard confusion about whether in France.
That bad three-letter word again.
Yeah. I want to know what's that big shiny thing in the sky?
Alpha Centauri.
Greenwich. But there's not a. What's disappointing me is that the room doesn't understand and isn't laughing at.
Exactly. You hit it right on the head. You clocked it out of the park, Adam. Very well done.
How we define that, wherever we are, London, Paris, Egypt. If we don't know that and how we define that point in time, whatever that subjective term is, but in this case, in relation to the transition of all of the luminaries and their interplay, if we don't know that, it's very difficult for any intelligent person who's got knowledge to move forward. And we seem to be at that point where genuinely, gentlemen, ladies, don't know it. I've not heard any stupid ladies, actually. Just a lot of ill-informed gentlemen that don't seem able to define that on their own. They want me to do it for them. Whilst it's the whole point which undermines the point they seem to be making at me. Guys, generally, it's 2025. Come on. We're nearly in 2026.
Outstanding performance.
You should have this shit locked
We're going back for that. I love that shit.
Looking at me. Guys, generally, it's 2025. Come on. We're nearly in 2026. You should have this shit locked down. Looking at me. Guys, generally, it's 2025. Come on. We're nearly in 2026. You should have this shit locked down. You should. Guys, generally, it's 2025. Come on. We're nearly in 2026. You should have this shit locked down.
If you were here, I'd decorate you.
Wow. That's probably a good point to stop it.
Yeah, because I know by the end of it, he'll be saying if you were here, he'd send a contract out on you.
We're going to stop it right here for this evening. In fact, I'm going to take it back to when you say that to them. So, yeah, let's pull this over. Final thoughts.
Yes. Very final thought. If you don't know all about a topic before you start trying to tell everybody to start celebrating over it, then don't talk about it. I don't know what else to say. Like, clearly, you shouldn't talk about things you don't know about.
I might go next. Just to reiterate Adam's original point and the point of the evening. Don't start out by invoking something from a globe. You know, don't start out there. And you won't end up in trouble. Thank you.
That's it?
There's a few words. Well, don't critique him. I thought it was fine, Brian. I thought it was short, powerful, impactful.
It was, but I didn't bank on that because I'm doing some admin work in the back. I'm banking on him not doing that.
Yeah, I didn't want to go on too long. I wanted other people to get a chance to speak.
Well, that's what I was going to say. There's a few others. If they want to say anything, whilst QE does a bit of admin, I can only reiterate what I've already said, or what you listen to me saying. But just to the other guys, Seizu, Rayleigh, and online, if you want to say it, hopefully you can see I'm not being a dick. I genuinely, that end point is genuine disappointment. Because I know half these guys know it. I know Gio knows this. Why is the conversation going like this? Why are we allowing it when we could be helping people, educating them with real knowledge, not what some bloke you met said and what you think it means, even though you can't substantiate it. We spent years substantiating stuff. Anyway.
Well, just Adam, just on that. That's something I actually meant to say earlier, and I didn't get to come in with it. Do you remember 10th Man was speaking about that sky map? That guy, I think he was an American guy, made where he was able to place all the stars on one circle or whatever sky map. You know, both north and south of the equator. Remember, he was looking for it on eBay, and he could never get a hold of it. It's like they've done their best to make it disappear into the memory hole kind of thing. And it's a real thing, because it takes away the whole north and south of the equator nonsense. Just one whole grid and all the stars above it. So I don't know what this other thing, this E1 guy, I don't know what he has, but this man, whoever he is, this astronomer, was able to do this. But I just want to throw it out there from memory, just so we don't forget it. Unfortunately, communication with 10 Man is at an all-time low these days. But but it is a true thing. What this man did.
Tony's got his phone number, so it was me and Tony that put him in touch with him. It's Adam, and then some numbers. after his name. I can't remember the rest, but old school. This is back in 2017, 2018, when he's sharing all that stuff. So yeah, it's probably worth. It's worth a
I'm talking about something. Sorry, I'm talking about something completely different.
Which one? No, that's the guy that put the North and Southern hemispherical star charts together to give you one reading one.
Is that the guy? It's that guy thing that Huey or sorry, Tent Man was looking for a long time on eBay and places, Amazon and other places that he couldn't get a hold of.
Yeah, so he and Adam's the guy that built it, put it together himself. Like,
okay, sorry, I didn't realize. I know you've spoken about this Adam before, but I didn't realize that was a direct. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that was connected. Yeah.
Now you do. Wrap it up.
Well, yeah. So, does anybody else, other than us guys, want the moment?
Yeah. Because I got sketties on the menu, and I'm getting my peckish. So wrap this on up. Now, are we gonna come back here next Saturday or what?
Don't think this Saturday coming, but definitely next Tuesday should be good.
Okay. All right. Next Tuesday, next show. Wrap it on up. Let's go.
Go on, Flatsy.
Better say something.
Something.
That's good enough for me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good evening. Happy New Year to you and yours. We're out.
Indeed.
Step up in this game like I'm hammering nails. Burst a flat plane, listen up, I'll tell you tales. Home Depot vibes on my tools, no fails. Level up my vision while the world just derails. Sharon said it first, now I'm chasing the truth. First wanna know, is he shilling or aloof? Now I'm flexing with the facts while they playing the fool. Flat earth, no curve, I'm breaking all the rules.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they say no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. Rolling deep through Antarctica, you know what's up. Snowflakes in the air, yeah, we sipping from the cup. Well, Duffy said, trust me, I came out of the blue. Started from the hustle, now I'm building my crew. Wait, I'm stacking up truth like I'm lumber from the store. Got the blueprint, baby, I'm ready for war. See the horizon straight, no dip in my sight. Thug life on the flat, bringing knowledge to the fight.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So I'm here to break walls, I'm kicking down doors, hash street life, I'm hustling, what's mine is ours. A whole new vision, we gon' stack and we gon' rise. With my crew by my side, we defy all the lies.
Earth is like
Home Depot, got my crew on deck. Home Depot, we ballin'. All this knowledge better show respect. Home Depot, flat earth, they saying no way, but we out here grind. Home Depot, motivated, determined, leave the lies behind. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on a 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
No?
Yeah. So remember this hustle, keep your eyes on the prize. Earth is flat like a board, like the ones on our 5. We'll build this place together, ain't no mountain too high. Home Depot mindset, we gon' reach for the sky.
Nope.
Yeah.
those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle.
What?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle.
What the hell did you just say?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle. No. What I'm pointing out to you is the methodology is angles. It's what Aristophanes measured, right? What he's literally doing is kind of utilizing a right angle triangle. The 3 points on the triangle being the sun, the stick directly underneath the sun, and the stick further away from the sun, right, along the adjacent, where the 2 sticks on the floor are. Right? This requires a straight line. So far, the methodology seems to be utilizing a horizontal earth, right? It's an angle, 2 straight lines meeting at a vertex. That vertex is you or the stick. That's what he's doing, though, isn't it? It's an elevation angle. You can use a stick and the length of the stick to calculate the angle at the top of the opposite, where it meets the hypotenuse. In this instance, it was about 7 degrees. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. It's not a triangle. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. Right angle triangle. It's an elevation angle. It's not a triangle.
Gotcha, bitch.
Those lengths don't have lengths. Right? It's not a triangle.
Gotcha, bitch.
The bottom. BOTOM. The bottom of the triangle.